shooting dice, and we should be good.
Oh, Dex, hand me my
Sheet.
roller.
I need to get my whiteboard.
Okay. Stream looks good. Chat looks good. Okay. Welcome back
See, now
to...
Now we're at brand new territory.
Yes, we are. Welcome back to Titansgrave, episode 2 for the D&D rendition of that. Does anybody need a recap of what happened last week?
Keggy!
Yeah, Kegi got not quite destroyed. Kegi got repaired at the end, but we fought bandits. Don't remember the name of them. Saved the caravan and met the beer baron or whiskey deacon.
Yes. So you guys fought off the White Hawk bandits successfully, even though it was way out of your league after I learned later, and I slowly rocked myself to sleep that night.
Survived.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. The next encounters have been corrected. So yeah, you guys went back to the Pegasus Roadhouse after the battle, and Winifred, who owns the Pegasus Roadhouse, basically let you all stay the night at the Roadhouse for free, so that way you guys could get a start in the morning to whatever it is you people do in the morning. So it's starting to be not necessarily the crack of dawn, but let's say 9 o'clock our time. Druid, she was a sorcerer, I think.
She initially wanted to do druid, but then she changed her mind to sorcerer.
Yeah, she's a sorcerer. She was one of the Yeah. Anyway, so it's about 9 o'clock in the morning our time, and people are starting to kind of go about their day. The Beer Baron and Winifred have been awake for probably, if you guys were just kind of getting up now, you would guess for maybe about 3 hours or so. The Beer Baron is outside working on his caravan as well as Kegi. Meanwhile, Winifred is kind of opening up the roadhouse a little bit. It's not nearly as busy as it was the day before because the Battle of the Boast is now over. Now it's kind of a lot more quiet. You could actually hear yourselves think inside the roadhouse today as opposed to yesterday. So what would you guys like to do?
I am getting myself a Bloody Mary from the bar because I probably drank myself into a stupor the night before.
So you're getting another alcoholic beverage at 9 a.m.
Yes, what of it?
Such an alcohol.
This has almost no. It's almost purely tomato juice.
With an ounce and a half of vodka.
Like it's an artisan Bloody Mary. Like it's got like the.
You know what? Nils, roll me a perception check.
No. What?
Nils, roll me a perception check.
See how you're rolling tonight. Right. That's a 16.
Okay, so you were pretty hammered, and not to mention you almost crapped yourself because of the smiling man, as any sane person would. And because of all that and stuff like that, you go to drink your Bloody Mary, and you notice that there's not really any alcohol in this.
Excuse me, Barkeep. There's not nearly. Can I get like just a double?
So Winifred turns around from kind of washing dishes and goes, "Oh no, dearie, you need to work off your first hangover before you have another."
Can I hand her, like, a 3 gold tip?
You most certainly may.
Well, if this is that kind of establishment, I will need the greasiest breakfast sandwich you have.
Now that I can cook up for you, Divvy.
I slap Nils in the back and go, I'll have one too.
Ah!
I put up an umbrella, just like, don't you dare look at me.
So
Warren,
Winifred goes to the back, and about 2 minutes later, she comes out with essentially a grilled chicken sandwich. You know, all the fixings and stuff like that on it.
Yes, I go to town on it.
It's very good.
Warren, sorry, go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say Warren is sitting on top of one of the tables after he requested Cantrell put him there, and has reached into his bag of holding and is pulling out an appropriately sized tea service, a tea cozy, and lights it with a small flame, and he keeps pulling out ingredients that shouldn't be in there, like tea leaves, sugar, and just is making himself a perfect cup of tea on top of the table while reading a book.
As that is all going on, as you're essentially preparing your own little tea ceremony, you hear from outside, "Excuse me, Warren, was it?"
Who's asking?
"It's me, the beer baron. Can you come out here, please?"
Okay. You wanna come with me?
Cookie.
I just kind of look down at my half-eaten panini and just...
I'm sorry, Kate, what did you say?
Oh, I said, would you like me to finish making your tea for you?
Yes, please. Okay. And I'll jump down off the table and start walking towards the door.
I set my panini down, stretch, all the while he's like walking his normal speed, and I'm just like, and as he gets to the doorway, I do like 4 steps and I'm there already.
Yeah, you're all well aware of how slowly I walk.
So,
Yeah.
Leonard, you're also going outside?
Yeah.
Alright.
You have to work the doorknob, I'm too short.
Fair enough.
I look, motion that there is no doorknob, and just push the door.
I also... Newtonian physics says if I tried to open the door, I would end up on my ass.
I want you to get stronger. Go out, someone needs you.
Okay. And I will walk out through the door.
Never mind that it was essentially a open barn house, but okay.
Doorway.
Yeah, I'm fine. I love the interaction. So, Leonard, are you actually going outside or are you staying in?
I'm gonna do that thing where, like that tough guy thing, where I walk out with my friend and light my cigar, but like keep an eye on the situation just in case he needs me.
Okay. So you're kind of...
I'll act like I'm not interested and like I'm kind of not with him, but I am definitely there if he needs me.
Okay, so Nils and... Okay, I'm going to try to do my very best to pronounce this name correctly. Chantrell?
Yes.
Okay. So Nils and Chantrell are remaining inside, while Leonard and Warren are now outside with the beer baron.
I'll wait until I'm done with my sandwich and then go see what's going on and come back in.
Okay. It'll probably be a few minutes before you finish your sandwich because it's actually kind of big and really, really good.
Yeah.
You know like a restaurant that doesn't really exist on a map.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things where all the locals.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
It's that kind of sandwich. It's good.
An experience.
Yeah.
Do I need to leave you alone?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're having a little bit of your sandwich. Or do I need to, you know what? No, I take that back. I'm gonna smack you. Those noises.
You smack me, there's gonna be something coming out.
That is not what I wanted to hear.
For that one.
Hey, I meant a
I would say phrasing, but I'm not sure if that's appropriate.
No, PM, it is appropriate to say bonk, good or jail.
Oh, God. Okay, let's kind of cut this into 2 different segments. So Leonard and Warren, you guys walk outside. So Leonard and Warren, you guys are both outside, and if you remember the picture of the caravan that was kind of getting destroyed, where there was kind of like a front red hovering semi-truck with caravans or with platforms that are hovering, carrying about 3 to 4 different kegs of beer.
Yes.
You see the beer baron pulling tools from the front of this hovering semi to go over and try to fix Keggy's eye. And he kind of looks and he goes, "Ah, Warren, if I understood correctly, you know your way around a wrench or two. Am I correct?
Yes, you are. That is true.
Would you be so kind as to give me some assistance, please?"
Moment. I reach into my bag of holding and pull out my multi-tool, focusing on it for a minute, and it spreads out to become a set of Tinker's tools that are the right size for me.
Sweet. The beer baron specifically wants help fixing Keggy. You can see that his eye's kind of dangling off. He got most of his motor functions working again, but it's really just kind of his eyes that he just can't fix. So if you would like to try to fix that, you can now roll an Arcana check.
Perfect. I will go ahead and do that if that's alright.
Go right ahead.
Ooh, that's a really fucking good roll. That's a 23.
Okay, so these eyes, like, one of the things that you can start telling by looking at Keggy is how often he has been repaired. He's obviously been blown up, scratched, shot. He's obviously been with the Baron for a long time and has been repaired nearly as many times. And what you kind of realize is that Keggy just kind of needs a new circuit to connect his eye with the rest of the servo functions. And your multi-tool just kind of fabricates one on its own, and you insert it, you pop it in, and Keggy does that thing where he reboots. And you know, it's for sure everything is if it isn't Master Warren and Grimhawk. And he turns around and he goes, "Who's that big guy?"
You don't know. I do not know.
He kind of glitches for a second. He goes, "Yes, Leonard. It is good to see you again, friend."
I kind of look at him and goes, "What's wrong with him?"
I don't know.
The beer baron kind of scratches his head and goes, "Keggy has been repaired so many times. God only really knows what is wrong with him, but I'm sure that once I get him back to Brew Corps, we should be able to fix him up right."
Okay then.
Warren, you actually start to kind of look around. Like now that the big job is done, you're actually kind of looking around and realizing just how impressive the technology for Gerlach's caravan is. I have to go down and get dinner. I will be right back. If you guys want to talk amongst yourselves or even talk in character, it's a good time for it, but I'll be back as soon as I can.
Oh, absolutely.
Cool.
He says nothing. He just sits there and smokes.
Yeah. I'm listening. Warren has been a bunny since you've known him.
Oh boy.
How many years has it been like? Wait, how many years have we known each other?
That is true.
That's a great question.
I don't think very long.
Maybe like 2 years.
How long have you been a bunny?
Warren is. Let me double check my storyline. Okay. So Warren spent his first few years at the guild. I've been a bunny for approximately 4 years.
4 4 years or 40?
So we have
For 4 years.
4 years. Okay. Cool.
so we have only ever known you as a rabbit.
Correct. You don't believe me when I tell you that I am a gnome.
No, why would I?
You're just some talking mechanical bunny. That's
Honestly, I'm not even sure that gnomes exist.
no, I've seen gnomes. This isn't one.
But, I mean,
I've never seen a gnome.
a gnome needs teeth.
These mechanical.
Gnomes.
I understand that there are robots, but I'm pretty sure. What, it's just your arm that's switch.
What happened?
What? What does that mean?
A switchblade, right?
Oh, Nils has a switchblade in their arm?
No, I'm
you.
talking to you.
I don't have a switchblade arm.
If you're talking about the short sword that I slip out of my sleeve, that's me.
Yeah, because I don't have a little arm blade. That will come later, but that is not current. I haven't designed that yet.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
not mechanical. Fur,
Yeah.
bone, meat.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this meat. I'm sorry. Flesh.
There's meat. Don't get involved.
Not going to.
I might.
Please remember, I'm a druid.
Leonard, you were always a good joker.
Honestly,
Yeah, that was a joke.
your skill sets.
Deeply inhaled cigar.
How are you still alive?
Me or?
Yes, yeah, like I see the deep inhale, it's like,
One cancer doesn't kill you all at once. Wait.
it's, have you seen the way he inhales those? Like he's got a filter on his mouth and it's all cigar.
Doesn't kill you all at once. We need to sit you down back in a science classroom to just explain everything.
That's assuming I ever was in the science classroom.
Oh, true. You probably never were. You spent all you're the person that decided to dress up as the teacher one day and confused everybody, didn't you?
That's assuming I was ever in school.
But you would have done that though.
I mean, for a totally different reason than going to get an education, yes.
We're
What?
talking about impersonating a teacher to fuck with people.
No, not to fuck with people. There was an end goal. There was an end goal.
There would have to be an end goal.
Yes, I wouldn't just impersonate a teacher just because I felt like it. I'm an English teacher right now. No, like one of those things where it's like I've seen this woman and I'm just like,
I'm back. Sorry about that.
I agree. No worries. So we're still examining the caravan, yeah?
Yeah, so like I said, you started to notice that this caravan is actually very impressive, even for the technology of the time period. There's not a lot of vehicles that can carry this much alcohol. I mean, if you see in the picture, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hover freights connected to the semi.
Mm-hmm.
Normal hover freights of this time period can carry maybe about 3. So somehow Beer Baron has really lucked out on getting such a very impressive piece of technology.
Would there be a way to investigate further, or is that... Well, here's a better question maybe. Is there a set of, like, exposed wiring and damage still? Like, have you repaired all of it yet?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Sure.
Is Javen just muted for any reason, or did he have to go somewhere?
He may be talking to someone.
Okay.
Alright.
I don't want him to miss something if he's gone, period.
Nat 20 for a 21.
Okay, so... You're starting to wonder if the Bear Baron even got any sleep. Because...
It's not well repaired, huh?
It's not that it's that well prepared. It's that it was that badly damaged during the attack. And now it's floating. If you were to guess, when it got to the roadhouse last night, or yesterday, your guesstimation was that there was no way this thing was going to hover again. And yet now he is very sure that it will get him the rest of the way to Brucor. So, but there's still some damage on the cart itself. Welcome back. There's still some damage on the cart, but it's not as obliterated as it was during the battle with the Whitehawks.
Okay. I have questions, but I don't want to monopolize time, so if you want to head back to Eddie and Kate, feel free.
Sure thing. You can type your questions in and I'll answer them when I can.
Yep.
So, we'll pop back into Nils and Chantrell. Nils, it's right about now that you're finally kind of finishing your breakfast. Winifred comes up to you and goes, "Are you feeling better, dearie?"
I suppose, yes.
What do you mean, suppose? That was my legendary chicken sandwich.
It was delicious, yes. It's just...
You hurt a woman's feelings.
No, it's quite all right, dearie. What's wrong? What's wrong, friend?
No, nothing's wrong. There's only so much a chicken sandwich can do with a hangover. So I will let that do its job. Thank you. And I go.
I chase after him like, what? Why do you really think alcohol is going to fix your hangover? What's the game here?
It's always worked before.
So,
You hear a snicker from Winifred in the back.
You're gonna kill your liver to help with the liver damage that you caused last night?
After changing them, we'll just change it out.
Don't think that how changelings work. I mean, I could be wrong, I'm not one, but...
Chantrell, roll a history check for me.
Can I do a medicine?
Sure.
Can I roll perception? To contest your medicine check?
No.
Just deception.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure I know that's not how it works, but hey. I've worked with less educated people.
It's a 23.
Yeah, you know that he's trying to pull a fast one over you. Like, they changed their look, not their organs.
Sorry, that you cut out for a minute.
Yeah.
You know that Nils is trying to pull a fast one on you. You know that he changes that changelings change their looks, not their organs.
So are we just going along torturing ourselves, trying to kill ourselves?
is it of yours?
I'm just curious. I want to know what's driving you to drink.
Nothing. I just like drinking.
I'm watching you.
Okay.
No funny business around.
Whatever. And I continue. I go outside to see what's going on.
I'm going to continue to tend to Warren's tea. At this point in time, it's probably done steeping, getting all the tea leaves out.
So as Chantrell kind of goes back and kind of starts messing with his tea, you notice that this is essentially what's kind of odd is that you know that Warren is mainly known for his tinkering and his futuristic ways of doing things, and yet his tea set is oddly old-fashioned. For someone, so steeped in, the knowledge of Mechanica. His tea set is oddly very old and very traditional. But you finish up and it starts to kind of collapse in on itself a little bit. And you have a perfectly sized cup of green tea for a bunny, if that's what you were making, Warren.
Green tea works. I was going to go black tea, but green tea is good.
We'll say black tea since that's what you were making. Perfectly good breakfast tea for Warren.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know if he's coming back in. I just kind of collect everything and just bring it out to him.
As you do, Winifred kind of waves at you and goes, "Be sure to come back to the roadhouse, dearie."
Don't worry, sweetie, we will.
I never worry. And now that everybody's kind of outside, everybody's kind of looking at the caravan, the beer baron kind of speaks up and goes, "Ah, you're all here. Splendid, splendid. I have a request of you."
How big is the request?
Well, you all would certainly be paid.
Being paid is good.
Oh, yes. Immediately I perk up like, okay, alright, what's the job?
Well, you see, during the attack yesterday, all of my gods had died. And I no longer have safe passage back to my establishment at Brucor. I am in need of some guards for the caravan as we travel.
I don't see a problem with this.
Guard duty.
I will be more than happy to pay you at least 5 gold for your trouble.
Each?
Yes.
We got nothing else going on, sure.
I mean, I'm okay with it. How about you just change yourself to make yourself look more guardian? Make things happen.
That's not what it's...
Warren is chuckling very softly as Chantrell is chastising Nils.
Like... Fuck. I probably look like a small version of Leonard.
That would be great. Oh my gosh.
Imitation is the best form of flattery, so they say.
Yeah.
I put the cigar in my mouth, fold my arms, and just walk until I'm like standing well over Nils.
Too weird?
The beer baron kind of looks at this and he goes, "I didn't realize you two were siblings."
I kind of get close to Nils, like threatening wise, and I just go, I didn't know I looked that good.
Hey, it's me doing it.
You're right. It should be uglier. I think we're ready.
I don't know whether to be flattered or insulted.
Yeah.
Not
Warren's
my problem either way. And I flicked the done cigar.
I mean, if you're gonna copy, you might as well copy him all the way and do the cigar as well.
That's not my thing.
So the Beer Baron lays out where he essentially has each guard stationed on the caravan. Unfortunately, there's only room for one other person to sit with him in the semi.
Yes.
Along with Kegi.
No, no. Warren gets to sit with him. You know he's not that fast. He has to sit.
Chantal,
Yes, love.
and you watch as Warren pulls out a crossbow that's easily the size he is, and it's like, I call sniping position.
Bear Baron looks to Warren and goes, "You can definitely ride with me, sir."
Whichever way works. I can also just ride on the roof and shoot things. Either way works for me.
Bear Baron says that he needs someone directly behind the semi, someone sort of in the middle of the caravan, and someone who's at the tail end of the caboose.
Tactically, I'll take the middle slot because I have a ranged weapon. That way I can cover anyone who needs it.
Okay.
And I've got ranged spells. It makes more sense.
So where'd you say you were sitting? I missed that part.
Sorry. I'm gonna go in the middle slot on the train.
Okay.
So I can be like a ranged support for people because I've got the crossbow.
I don't have any ranged shit, so wherever I need to be to protect anything valuable,
Front.
I will sit in the front.
Yeah, I mean, my only range things are spells.
I suppose I'll take up the back.
This is going to be a lot more interesting than I thought it was.
Yeah, no, but like legit, I have a sword in my fists. Those are my weapons. I have
So
that.
you.
I have a
Yeah.
sickle and a dagger.
I have a short bow.
Aha!
So why don't we have our two melee people at either end, and then Nils, you'll stand right behind the caboose, and I'll take the central platform.
Alright.
That way we can still cover them while the people are headed towards them, and they can just defend what are the most obvious places to jump aboard.
Yeah, to be honest, it would make more sense for me to be up front anyway, so that because like a ranged weapon near the person driving, not a good idea.
No.
Alright.
I open the door, like have my arm hanging out, ready to go.
Alright, since we had a long rest, I'm gonna change out my enhanced armor infusion for repeating shot to take away loading from my crossbow. So that way I
Sounds
don't
good.
have to be consistently reloading it, but with a bonus action.
Right. Okay, so, I want to say I took a picture of this. I'm not 100% sure if I did. Let me look through my thing here really quick.
Ooh, I can also cast message for people.
Is that so?
So if need be, I can play messenger for people.
Really? Piss!
I got something that could be messaging.
Okay.
Well, good.
I'm gonna have to take another picture of this to show everybody, so bear with me for a moment. Okay. So So. Oh, wait. That wasn't the right one. Damn it! Trying to get you guys an idea of where you're traveling.
Cool.
I'm in no hurry.
Alright. The picture I'm uploading is the basic map from the Pegasus Roadhouse to Brucor. So you guys will be starting at the Pegasus Roadhouse, traveling the Pegasus Road up to Brucor.
Oh, I see.
Where is the roadhouse?
It's the upside down triangle in the bottom right.
It's close to the
Not bottom, but
the
like
corner.
easy.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Okay. I was seeing the P as a B for a second, and it was throwing me off.
That's
Okay.
honestly me trying to get a camera to
Yeah.
work.
Gotcha. Okay,
So-
so it's a relatively straight shot.
It is, but it's going to take you at least a day to get there.
That's fine.
The Baron says that if you guys have any sort of shopping that you would like to get done, there are a couple of small little merchants around the traveling merchants that are around the Pegasus Roadhouse. Now would be the time to do so before we go on our journey.
How's my cigar supply looking?
You've gone through about 4 or 5 out of a pack of 20.
20 cigars? My God, where do I keep that box? Sure. Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna keep track of it like ammo.
Oh my.
Every time you light one.
And I'm gonna
Just
do
keep them all in my bag of holding there.
So 5 you said?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you should have about 15 left.
20. Okay, cool.
Anyone else?
That's my ranged weapon is a cigar. I put it 5 feet. Nope. 5 feet for 1 fire damage.
I am good.
Kate, is there anything you'd like to do before we move on?
I think I'm good for the time being.
There's supplies on this transport, right?
There's some food, but you can tell that it's mostly for the Baron.
Gotcha. We should probably
I
buy some
want-
food.
Yeah, I'm gonna head into town and spend a few gold on some sundries, get some food for everybody, and Gio, might I be able to pick up a healer's kit?
So it's not really a town as much as a stopping point for travelers.
Yeah, but I'm looking for just like a basic field medic idea. If they have anything.
Basic
We're gonna buy some
rations.
Cliff Bars.
Yeah, basic rations is gonna run you about a gold apiece
Okay.
for each person,
How much
and
gold do we
a
have?
basic healer's kit is about another gold.
Okay, so I'll spend 5 gold to get all that.
Okay.
How much gold do we currently have?
I have 15 plus.
I have 3.
Yeah, I had 15 gold. Now I'm down to 10.
I have nothing written down for me, Gio. Do I just get the basic whatever my background gold was?
Monks get 0 gold.
No. I'm a monk and a barbarian. You forget. And also I have a soldier background.
Which one did you take first? Which one did you start as? Because that determines your starting gold. Okay, then you would start with 10 gold.
I thought it was background that started with the starting gold.
Yeah, I think it is. What did you pick as your background?
Soldier, which I think is like 5 or 10 gold, something like
Yeah, I
that.
think it's 5. It's anywhere between 10 and 20.
I'll check it.
Let's split the
Yeah, yeah.
difference and say 5.
Okay.
Just because that way we kind of keep you in line with everybody else.
Alright.
Yep. So I'll get supplies for everybody at and spend 5 gold. So we should each have like basic rations. Sorry, it's not that place very good, but at least it'll be food.
It
I
is good.
need more.
I'm glad that you thought about us. Thank you.
Yeah, that's okay. Can I have some help getting to my spot?
I I hold out a big, beefy, like hairy, beefy hand for you to stand on.
I will climb right in.
I just lift you.
Thank you.
Nod. Go to my front seat.
And I just take up my crossbow and start loading it.
Leonard, you see as Beer Baron kind of climbs into the side seat, and he goes, I have to admit, this is the first time I've traveled with, well, not quite unknowns, but somewhat unknowns.
It gets old real fast. And I light another cigar.
Remind me, what did you say your name was again?
You can call me Leo.
Leo. Ah, yes, of course, yes. Kate, you didn't want to buy anything, correct?
No.
Okay. Okay. If nobody else wants to do anything, we'll go ahead and move on to the next segment.
Wait. How much is like a healing potion or something?
Roll. Well, what would this roll be?
Something to give me healing because we don't actively have a healer right now that I know of.
Javen, I bought a basic healer's kit so I can stop people from dying. And I know we don't have any technical healing potions, but when I become an alchemist, I should be able to help out with that.
Okay.
I will start brewing. Yeah, I'll start trying to brew the healing potions when we get supplies.
I could maybe get one. I'll spend all of my gold to get at least one healing potion if that would appease you.
Just give me 1 minute. I just need to check on something.
Okay.
Because like I said, there are traveling merchants, and it would make sense that one of them would be selling healing potions.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to check. Make a perception check for me, Leonard.
Cool. 9. 9.
So, you find a guy that's willing to sell you a healing potion. But he also sees that you're kind of desperate for it.
What gives you the look of desperation?
Well, the thing is, because you had a 9, you're kind of like looking around, kind of, what, over here, nope, nobody there, nope, over here, nope, nobody over there.
Hey, healing potions? Anyone with a healing potion?
And you see this guy come up to you, and he kind of has an awkward cane, and he goes, I have a healing potion for you.
Cool. I hold out my hand.
Of course, sir. That'll be 5 gold.
I have 3.
Very well.
Yeah.
Wait, wait, you said you had 5 gold, right?
Yeah.
Okay, roll deception.
Okay. Oh god. Let's see.
Sorry, I actually thought for a minute you had 3 gold. My brain stopped.
13.
Okay, I am going to roll. Would it be
If
perception?
Because I'm big and scary, can I make it with advantage and do intimidation instead?
You can if he doesn't succeed.
Okay.
Would it be perception to see if I tell if you're lying? Or
It'll be insight.
Insight, we believe.
Insight. Okay. I love how everybody tells me, and I appreciate that.
Well, you've got pretty good
You got a bunch of nerds here.
You said you rolled a 13. Was that correct?
Yeah.
He sort of looks at you and he goes, "Oh, you only have 3. So not only are you desperate, you're lying."
I walk more close to him. I put a hand on his shoulder and I just go, I have 3. And I hold out in my other hand 3 gold pieces.
Roll intimidation.
Cool.
Oh my goodness.
We'll see.
Or are you gonna die?
I don't know. This is funny.
That's a nat 20.
Ah!
Oh boy. Look at that.
So here's kind of what you see. Because I gotta admit, I wasn't quite sure how to plan this if you had gotten a nat 20. You see as you get closer to him, a finger sticks out, and he looks like he's about to touch you. And then as you like go, I have 3 gold pieces in like the roughest voice you've ever given, his finger stops. He makes a fist, turns his fist over, opens his palm, and in there is a healing potion. He goes, "Very well. You had 3 gold pieces. Is that correct?"
No, I had 1.
Oh!
Oh, we're haggling. Okay.
No, he's telling.
And can I use 2 of my hero points for this? 1 for each gold piece I'm not giving him. As I just menacingly glare into him.
Give me a moment. I need to figure out what's gonna happen.
I am enjoying this.
Okay.
Yeah, I get the feeling he's making this vendor someone bigger than just a normal vendor.
All the way to make myself memorable.
Yeah.
I gotta pull something up now.
Yeah!
This isn't getting going, apparently.
We're gonna start a fight before we even leave the tavern.
Well,
Dang it, I'm gonna try to die.
I'm sorry, what?
Remember when Gio said the chapter's really long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to start a fight right now.
David.
Let's see.
Gotta wait to see what happens.
I'm excited.
I'm worried.
Okay, roll your intimidation check and roll your. You can only spend 1 hero point per roll. You can't spend 2.
Okay, so with my nat 20, can I roll the next intimidation check with advantage?
No. The nat 20 was him not going to do what he was wanting to do. You scared him out of action. If you had succeeded, he was going to do something, but you scared him that badly.
Cool. And you said I can use 1 hero point?
Yes, sir.
Alright. This isn't gonna be good. 8. And I still think that intimidation I should be able to use my strength instead of my charisma, but whatever.
Yeah.
So 8 in total?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to make a wisdom save for me.
Okie dokie. Keep throwing it off the fucking table. 21. Why am I not using my dice tray?
Good question.
That is a good question, yes.
So you feel as you have told this guy that you have one gold coin, and we're feeling very impressed. You now begin to see something on him that you hadn't noticed before. This man looked really kind of, for lack of a better term, jazzy.
Uh-huh.
Kind of a cool dude. Not somebody you'd notice, but kind of a cool dude.
Yeah.
But now as he is being physically, intimidated by this, let's face it, behemoth of a man,
I'm not even that tall. I'm just really big.
Yeah. Something in him begins to what you could only describe as decay. And you feel his finger touch your skin. And you feel as if you have felt this all before. Something is happening with your mind that you can no longer understand the reality that is going on around you. And yet this has all happened before, but not quite like this. And as he lets go of his finger, it feels like an eternity has passed, and yet time has not moved an inch. He holds out his hand. 3 gold.
Now this is the moment where Javen has to decide.
Don't do it.
I look at him, hand off his shoulder. Before I hand him the gold, I go, "Who are you?"
I have gone by many names. You may simply call me the Baron.
Oh, what?
I just drop the 3 gold, take the potion, turn around and leave.
Thank you, sir.
Fuck you, and I keep leaving. I keep leaving, and I keep leaving, and I light another cigar.
You didn't finish the first one.
Yes, he did.
We didn't.
You underestimate how fast I smoke these things.
Wait.
Javen, I want you to know you started it.
I'm fine with this.
I wasn't planning this.
Yeah, honestly, Gio, do you really think Javen has a problem with starting a story arc?
No, Javen actually knows what I'm talking about.
I know exactly who this is.
We've had many discussions.
Oh god.
After the recording, I'll tell you guys more about what just happened.
Okay. I get back into my front seat and I go, "All right, we ready?"
Of course, we were waiting for you.
Yes, yeah.
So, unless anybody else wants to do anything, we'll go ahead and move forward.
Yes, let's do that.
I'm good with moving forward.
Okay. So, the caravan starts up, and unlike with a regular semi, where there takes a little bit of time for it to start really get moving, this thing feels more like if a sports car started to head down the road. It is unusually fast. Before too long, you... Okay.
I feel like Nils wasn't prepared for it and falls flat on his face.
Okay. Just let me know if you need to interrupt at any point, Javen. As you guys are continuing down the road, you would estimate that the caravan is maybe traveling, as to our perception, it would be like 60 miles an hour.
Okay.
This thing is actually kind of booking it, and you guys are going over vast dunes of sand mixed in with ruins of skyscrapers and tall bridges, essentially what used to look like a grand city.
Mm-hmm.
About 1/3 through the journey, there's a ping coming from the inside of the caravan, and the beer baron gets a message saying, "Slow down now. Toll road ahead. Slow down now." And the beer baron immediately goes, "Oh, I knew they were going to set this up. I just
That's
didn't
a
know."
pirate?
It's not a legal one, but one we must get through in order to get home safely. So as the place begins to slow down, as the caravan begins to slow down, you come across what appears to be sort of almost like a energy shield protecting a portion of the road. While the technology guarding this is very impressive, the guard shack where you pay the toll is a lot less impressive. It is essentially some wood plankings covering a stone wall. And out front is a dwarf sitting on what we would recognize as somewhat of a lawn chair. His finger on the trigger of a minigun, a little 50 caliber minigun, pointing directly at the caravan. And he's sitting there kind of smoking his pipe. The caravan comes to a complete halt. And the Baron goes, "Looks like we'll have to deal with this. I will need some assistance, please."
I suppose.
How do we best assist here?
Wait, okay, so what was he need help with? Just repeat that last like little part.
So the Baron is requesting y'all's assistance with the toll. Essentially, the person who is the person who's going to be collecting the toll. He doesn't want to deal with him alone.
Okay.
Is it just the one person with the machine? You know what? Scratch that. Can I make a perception roll?
Yes,
See
you
if I
can.
Yeah, I want to do the same thing. I want to like see it. One, to see if I recognize this dwarf. Two.
I mean, if we're doing perception rolls.
If everybody would like to make a perception roll, they're more than welcome to.
Nope, I am just pointing my crossbow at the dwarf.
I got a 12.
Better than all.
I got a 19.
Okay, so what did you roll, Chantrell?
I rolled a 9. 10 less than Javen.
So, Leonard, you're kind of looking around and kind of realizing that this shield cannot be just patrolled by this guy by himself. But it's pretty clear by just how barren the space is around you. There ain't nobody else here. At least not for a good 4 or 5 miles.
I as subtly as I can. Do we have like comms or anything?
Yeah, you the Baron has given you guys essentially like really simple radios.
I go on the radio and goes, "That's it. There, no one else. Not for miles."
Nils, you unfortunately were incredibly distracted
By what?
by the dwarf.
Yes, the dwarf is concerning.
Yeah. You recognize him, and he recognizes you.
No. No, because I have Leonard's face on still. There you go.
Ah, very good point. So you recognize the dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
But he does not recognize you. Can you make a stealth check for me real quick? You can make it with advantage if you want.
Yes.
No, I'm going to turn down the advantage.
That is a 22.
Okay, yeah. The dwarf does not recognize you.
Cool.
I'm gonna send a quick message to Leonard, just asking, how do you want to handle this?
So, Warren,
I'm not
as
sure.
you point the crossbow to this dwarf, the dwarf points the minigun directly at you.
Fair.
That's a bad idea. Crossbow death.
The only way you get out unscathed is if you pay Holsick the toll.
Do we get rolls if we pay tolls?
Don't mess. No, don't. Don't mess with him. Just paid.
You got something to say back there?
No, I'm just suggesting to my comrades that we pay you.
It'll be 100 gold pieces to get by.
Okay,
I messaged
not,
Bills.
not in character, but I was about to say I have two.
Nice.
I'm gonna be like, all right, well, excuse me, I'll just be a moment as we go collect it, and I want to stealth out of his line of sight and just hide.
Okay. He's not really paying attention to you because he's more focused on the bunny, so go ahead and make a stealth check.
Okay. Ooh, yes. That's another 22.
So where exactly are you stealthing to?
I want to stealth out of his line of sight and to a point where I can sneak up on him.
Sneak up behind him?
Yes.
Okay, so, you're pretty familiar. This guy's actually got, like, a mechanical eye. Not really a mechanical eye, but more like a mechanical eye patch. And, you know, since you're very familiar with this dwarf, you kind of know when to start moving and when not to. So it's going to take a few minutes, but you successfully start making your way kind of sort of behind him. You'll need to make another stealth roll to stay behind him, unnoticed, but we'll get back to that.
Okay.
So yeah, Holsick looks to you guys and goes, 100 gold, pay up.
I just look at the beer baron.
The bear baron looks to you and he goes, I'd really like to not pay any more than 50.
Well, I suggest you tell him.
I'm no good in these situations.
Well, I'm not a charisma person.
We don't
Who's
have
our
a
face?
face. Our face left the party.
Oh, yeah, your face is doing something else.
Our face left the party, and our other face of many faces is doing something else.
Yeah. Because I'm like, I want to cast Charm Person, I've got a negative.
Do you have charm person?
Now, question,
Yes.
Gio. How important is this guy?
In the grand scheme of things, he doesn't really show up all that much after this. But, I mean, to you, he's a security guard. Like, he'd be the equivalent of if you didn't know me and you saw me at Full Sail.
Okay, so now, metagaming question for the group. If I were to just try and use my athletics and just bend this guy's gun,
I'd be about it.
so that we didn't have to pay anything.
There's a part of me that
What's your
wants
thoughts on that?
just because I want to see if you can do it. But
Oh,
there's
that's
this
really
other
interesting.
part of me that's like, Now, does he have any relation to any? Wait, who does he work for? I'm sorry. Backtracking. Okay, who does he work for?
We don't know who he works for. We just named his Holsick.
Wait. Baron said this one wasn't legal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I open my door and step out.
I'm covering you with the crossbow.
Well, you guys have already stepped out. You guys have already been communicating with this guy.
I was just saying it from the window of the
Oh, okay.
of the thing.
All right,
I'm
you
not. I haven't left the train. I'm still on my perch with my crossbow.
So, Javen, to give you an idea, I would say that you're about 20 feet from him. You would estimate that if you try to run up and crack this gun, like if you kind of come at him with that intention, he's definitely going to get a shot off before you do anything.
No, I'm not. I'm walking up casually, acting like I'm about to give him the money.
Stop right there!
I hold my hands up and go, I'm just coming to pay you.
I don't see no gold on you.
It's in my fucking pocket, you numpty.
So yes, I do have charm person, and I don't see this going well. So can I cast charm person?
You may.
Okay.
Means
So
I need to look up what his stuff is, so give me a minute.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
I know, I just need to make sure I've got his stats.
I know.
Trying to be helpful.
No, I'm not doing the Juggernaut walk where I'm like, I'm gonna break you in half now.
I will break you.
He's not
That's
an
such a
idiot.
Juggernaut thing to say.
He's not an idiot, but he's not strong. He's not smart either. He doesn't want the big guy that looks like he could break him in half come up and deliver the money.
I mean,
Well, what's the charm person thing doing?
I don't know. Kate can cast it.
I did have.
Yeah, she said she was.
Oh, what's the saving throw?
it's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Like Kate said.
Well, no. What's the number?
13.
Okay. Rar. It goes to defender, so it does not work.
Thank you.
He goes,
And
not you! The little thing, back there! He brings the money!
I cannot physically carry 100 gold.
How about I go get him and I carry him to you?
I don't want you anywhere near me, big guy. At this point, Nils, roll another stealth check for me.
I'm just trying to buy time so I can see what Nils is trying to do.
Warren is just like, I physically cannot carry that much gold. It is impossible.
Nils, what'd you roll?
21.
Yeah, you stealth up. You're essentially right behind him now.
I stab him through the gut. My rapier.
Okay. Would you get advantage on stealth for that?
Yep, this is a surprise round. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So roll sneak attack damage, all that good jazz.
I guess we're rolling initiative, guys.
19 to hit.
Yeah, you hit him.
Sneak attack plus the rapier plus dexterity.
Lots of damage.
Rogues are stupid.
Most times, yes. I still want to play rogue.
12 damage.
12 damage. Okay. At this point, whoever's rolling initiative for your side, please do so now.
Alright, who wants to roll?
I don't have the dex for it.
Doesn't matter. I just need somebody to roll a d20.
We're discussing it. Hang on.
I'll roll it since I attacked.
Okay.
Okay.
9.
9 heard?
9,
Now-
9, 9, 9.
Now, Geo,
Hi.
do we get a surprise round because he was just stabbed out of nowhere?
That was your surprise round.
Ah.
Yeah, we look menacing. Yeah.
Let's see. He rolled a 14.
I believe they're going first.
So Holsig is going to go first. He can't turn the Gatling gun around in time to shoot the man behind him. But I'm going to say that the stab in the gut... How much damage did you do again, Nils?
12.
12.
Yeah, that hurts. So I'm gonna say that just kind of a reaction. He grips the machine gun, the Gatling gun, and it goes off. I'm gonna say that he had it pointed at Leonard.
He for sure had it pointed right at me.
Yep. No, 19.
Yeah, I'll do it.
For 14 damage.
Ouch! Oh boy.
How theatrical can I be with this?
Well, it's 4 bullets entering your skin.
Cool. Where do they enter?
I'm gonna say because it's kind of like a jerk, where he kind of like grips it and it kind of goes forward. It kind of goes like 4 bullets go across from your left pelvis up to your right shoulder.
Cool. Yeah, so it starts, I like go down, hits me in the stomach, I kneel, and then the other 2 shots kind of flip me back a little bit. I just... Oh. Now I'm like hand on the ground, one hand on knee to the ground, and just like start picking myself back up.
Alright, and with that, it is y'all's turn.
Can I go first?
You most
Oh,
certainly
you're
can.
going first.
Cool. Yeah, I just... You motherfucker! Oh. As I stand up as 4 bullet holes go straight through me. How far did you say I am from him?
About 20 feet.
Cool, I'm gonna run at this man, activate my rage,
Fair enough.
and as I do this, you said it's a dwarf?
It is a dwarf.
Cool. How hard of a grip does he have on this gun?
If you could, if do you know when people kind of like get electrocuted, their grip suddenly like gets harder and like they can't let go of their muscle?
Cool. That, but then also like an electrocution, does it also release really quickly, and that's why he stops firing?
Once you get close enough, the thing is the bullets are kind of trailing off. He's still holding the trigger, but like he doesn't have control of the direction of the barrel right now.
Cool. What are the odds that I can just rip this Gatling gun off of its hinges?
You would need I wouldn't say an impressive stealth check. I mean, you can definitely do it if you want.
Huh?
You can definitely do it. It'll be a skill check.
Cool. Can it athletics?
Sure.
I mean, I'm ripping a gun off of its hinges. I don't know what else I could.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Cool. I'm in rage, so I am doing it with advantage.
Yeah.
That is a 23.
Yeah, so you successfully like run up and you put one hand on the barrel that is firing, and one hand on kind of one of the handles of the trigger, and you just like Hulk this thing out of the bipedal that it was sitting on.
Cool. So now I'm just like lifting the. If he's still holding on to it, I'm bringing him with it.
Yeah, no, he hasn't let go. He hasn't let go, but he's not fully aware of what you're doing.
So I'm just ripping this thing up.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to do. I'm fine with that being my end of it.
All right. Who would like to go next?
Me.
All right, Nils, go ahead.
Alright, I'm going to make another attack with my rapier.
Go ahead.
This time, since I'm not hidden, I don't get advantage.
Nope.
Although, am I flanking with him? Technically, I feel like I would be.
Oh, wait,
That
I
is
gave
true.
another-
You would be flanking.
Yes, okay.
If an ally is engaged, yes, a rogue does get advantage.
Yep. Which... Oh boy. Still... 15?
you're actually having a little bit of hard time pulling your blade out of his gut. The attack basically misses.
Damn it.
As it's being lifted up, you're like, wait, Leo.
Bring him back. Bring him back. No.
I'm too busy screaming.
Chantrell, would you like to go next?
Oh, I'm bonus action hiding first. Oh god. No, wait, no, that's okay. 15 on my stealth check.
It's kind of hard to hide from a guy who's got a sword in his gut.
But, from what I understand, hiding is you just roll a stealth check, and that's the perception DC they have to beat.
Yeah, that's the DC.
Yeah. So 15 is what they. I'm hiding, it's just not as well as I could.
Okay. I mean, you're based. The thing is I'm trying to kind of put it together in my head. In game, you're hiding, but like, essentially, like what's really happening is he's more focused on the guy that just ripped off the gun. Like in the span of 12 seconds, he's been stabbed, and now he is like 2 feet off the ground.
Yeah, so I'm still him. It's just I'm not hiding.
Yeah.
I'm standing behind him.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense in my head. Chantrell.
Yes.
Alright. I am going to cast. Oh, I got that.
That's not a spell.
He.
Sorry.
I'm going to cast. Thorn Whip.
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Activate your wild shape first. The spore entity.
The fungal.
Oh, you need.
I need you to give me touches.
Okay, jeez.
That's your move.
That's Xanathars. Why did I grab Xanathars?
And go. Oh, you're I don't have to move, but.
Come here, you.
I don't know what the fuck just happened.
I rolled forward to grab Tasha's, and the rolling chair rolled on top of Sebastian's tail.
Oh, poor thing.
Guy.
He was screaming at me, and I didn't realize it.
I realized I was hearing a cat where I've never heard of him before. And I'm like, oh, that's why it was getting murdered.
Yes.
Okay, so are you the Halo of Spores?
That's your
Or the symbiotic entity?
The symbiotic entity.
Okay.
Because it adds damage to your attack rolls. Especially cantrips.
Okay. Alright, so yes. Alright, so I will cast Thorn Whip. Hopefully wait, what the? Phone here.
Did you lose your D20?
No, I am tired enough that I grabbed my D100.
Oh.
And instead of my D20, I'm like, wait a second, this isn't right.
So are you casting your entity first?
Yes.
Okay. So as you begin to kind of jump off the cart, I want to say, is it agoraphobia? Fear.
With the dots?
Yes.
With the dots?
That's agoraphobia, right?
It's, no, that's something else. Anyway, continue on.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
You know, where people kind of have a fear of like a bunch of little holes together.
Yes.
Yeah.
You start to see those little holes open up on your shoulders.
Trypophobia.
Tribophobia, thank you.
Yeah, because I have that. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, it kind of freaks me out too. So like you get a little bunch of holes that start to open up, and they're starting to become visible. But what's not visible are the spores that are starting to come out of your body.
Okay.
Gross.
Mm-hmm.
That's new.
Literally disgusting.
She's in the circle of spores. What do you guys want from her?
And with that, and that's 25.
Does a 25 hit?
25 or does a 5?
25.
Oh yeah, no, you smack the crap out of this guy.
Now, because of Thorn, doesn't he have to make a strength saving throw unless otherwise he gets brought closer to you?
I think it's just if it hits.
If it hits, the creature takes 1d6 piercing damage, and if the creature is large or smaller, you can pull the creature up to 10 feet closer.
Oh shit! Yeah, so it's just a okay.
And the spore entity also allows you to do some necrotic damage. I think like a d6.
1d4.
Is it 1d4?
Weapon attacks deal an extra 1d6 So it's 6 piercing damage and 6 necrotic.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. That is a total of 7.
Okay, yeah, your thorn whip goes directly around his throat. He is not happy. He thought he was gonna get away with like some really cheap cash, and now he's getting beaten within an inch of his life.
Outright theft.
Pretty much. Did you want to pull him closer?
I mean, I can go.
Get him off of the gun.
Huh?
Get him off of the gun would be nice.
Yeah. If I could do that, that'd be great.
All right, I'm gonna roll a strength check for him to see if he continues to hold the gun.
Would it be contested with mine because I'm holding the entire gun?
I'm gonna say no because he rolled a 5.
Cool. Yeah, he did. Nope. No contest.
So even here's kind of what happens. He gets lifted up with the gun. The sword is still in his gut. The thorn whip wraps around his throat. He gets pulled off of Nil's sword and lets go of the gun and moves 10 feet closer to Chantrell. Warren.
Do I shoot the guy or do I fire the guy?
He's about 10 feet away. Actually, you could basically run over and kick this guy and he'd probably die.
Little bunny flying back kick off of the train, hitting him in the face.
So Warren just opens the bag of holding, drops the crossbow into it, and pulls out his firebolt launcher and just takes aim.
Oh dear.
Okay, roll to hit.
That is not going to hit.
What was it?
An 11.
So, unfortunately, you just got a little too cocky.
Mm-hmm.
And the firebolt just the bolt just goes right by him.
Can I, as a bonus action, just say, "We would like you to surrender"? No.
And Holsick, actually, I'm gonna make a. Let's see. I'm gonna guess it's will.
A Constitution roll, not piss himself.
I'm gonna do a Wisdom saving throw to see if he wants to keep fighting or not. Because right now he's just getting the shit kicked out of him. Oddly enough, he does.
Okay.
He turns around and runs towards the bunny. And he brandishes what can only be described as a really worn down pickaxe. And goes to attack Warren.
Okay.
Does a 22 hit?
Oh, yes, it does.
Jesus.
You take 2 damage.
2 damage. Hurt?
He was so badly. It like came down and like stubbed your toe.
He's bleeding from his gut. His neck hurts.
And he immediately looks back up and he looks at Leonard and he looks at Nils and he just kind of knows that the end is coming. It's y'all's turn.
Yeah.
How far away is he from me?
15.
Cool. Am I going first, guys, or does someone else want to go first?
I would like to go first.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Nils. First of all, tell me what you're doing before you roll.
Oh, I'm charging him with my rapier.
Okay. Thank you.
And
Is it
that's,
disadvantage because flanking?
No.
I still rolled a 17.
Yeah, you hit him.
Okay. And, oh, wait, math is detectives. Oh. Okay. I think this kills him? Because you said he was looking bad, right?
He's looking very bad.
Yeah, I rolled max damage, which is 11.
How would you like to do this?
Okay. I want to go up to him, just charge forward, and as I like run my rapier through his chest, just drop my facade, like my full facade, so he knows it's me.
So as you run up and you kind of drive your sword through his chest, he's kind of on the ground and his eyes first is closed and then you start to morph and he looks up and he goes, "Nils, you bastard."
I don't say anything, I'm just like looking at him, watching him die.
You wrecked my shop. You...
I hear all this, don't I?
Hmm?
I'm right next to him. He tried to attack me. I hear all this.
I did not catch any of that because people were speaking at the same time.
I'm hearing all of this, correct?
Yep, and with that, Hulsick fades away.
I've just got like this look of pure, just passionate, probably the most passionate anger that you've seen on Nils. And also, that first picture that I sent you guys, that I told you guys had never seen before,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what you see right now. Puppy.
I just, very wounded, dragging the minigun behind me, start walking back towards the transport.
I straighten up, just kind of like still breathing, and just kind of compose myself, shake myself off, and kind of do a hide my face and go back to my normal Nil, what you guys have seen Nil's face, and just well then,
We're not gonna talk about what just happened.
Robert Root looks Leonard first.
I drag the minigun and I go next, like, opposite side of the door to the Baron and go, "Where can I put this?"
Perhaps behind the seat cushion.
Alright. And I fling open the back door, just kind of shimmy it in, just like, you know how I tried to put a couch into, like, a van? You just like, just
No,
jamming it
Javen, I wouldn't have any knowledge of what that's been like for the past week for me.
in. Exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just... I angrily slam the door shut, hold my hip, and stomach as I walk and just sit back down and light another cigar.
I would like to try and get some damage on Leonard or at least stem the bleeding.
What?
Oh, sorry, give me a second.
Was that picking up for anyone else?
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
No worries, I had to step out for a moment. So yeah, I would like to try and use my healer's kit to try and stop the bleeding.
Okay, go ahead and roll medical check.
Okay. Eddie, your dice failed me, so I'm gonna switch. That's a nat 20.
So you've never really had an opportunity to kind of examine Leonard before now. Like you've patched up his skin and stuff like that, but you've never really had an opportunity. He's never been shot quite like this before either, at least not in your presence.
It fucking hurt.
As he's been shot and you kind of go to see about like pulling the bullets out and stuff like that, you notice that the bullets are kind of sitting on top of his skin. There's blood coming out, and it's obviously that they penetrated, but as you kind of begin to pull the bullets out from his skin, you notice that there is an unmistakable shine to the entry wounds.
First.
Are the things out yet, or?
Oh, yes, they're all out.
Alright.
Leonard, you get back, let's say 10 HP.
Cool, about 20. Now, if anyone else would have taken 14 damage, how would they have been looking?
I would have been fur dead.
I would have been near death.
Yeah, same.
I still had 10 HP left.
I would have been at 0 HP making death saves.
For anybody who chooses to use the Gatling gun, if you lift it, it uses it's just a basic attack roll. It uses your strength for the hit DC. It does 4d4 damage. If you take a turn to place the bipedal down, it gets a +2 to DC to hit.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, looks like you have a new ranged weapon, Leonard.
Guns aren't really my thing, but that thing did. But it does look very fun to shoot.
Oh, that was out of character, but yeah. I can make it so you don't need to reload it.
Maybe. I'm tired for now.
I'll talk later.
I ease back and scarily fall asleep with a lit cigar in my mouth.
It's got blood on it and everything.
Yeah, dude, I look terrible.
Okay. As we move, are we all okay to move on?
Yes.
Yes.
I give the body one last kick.
Does Nils loot the body at all?
You know what? Yeah. Let me go through the body.
Okay, roll perception for me.
16.
So you find his pickaxe.
Ew.
You find one javelin.
Did you say you?
Alright, okay.
And oddly, you find a potion of enlarge person. Says it right on the bottle.
How long does it last? I have ideas.
You'd need to drink it to find out.
No, not right now.
Oh no, I wanted you to.
Alright, well, I'm gonna have a javelin. And a potion of enlarge.
Yep.
Oh, he's turned into just a normal sized person. That's no fun.
But he's a bunny. It'd be a giant bunny.
It would be a normal sized person bunny. And aren't you already anthropomorphic as it is, Cedric?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you turn him into a furry, essentially.
Yeah,
I'm not okay with this.
Anywho,
We all
Yeah.
ready to move on?
I'm full asleep in the front seat.
So, as the travel goes on, and the Beer Baron is actually more than okay with the fact that you just straight up killed this guy. You know, he has no sympathy for people trying to scam him.
Mhm.
You guys continue to drive on. Let's see. Let me take a look here really quick. So you guys have reached about the halfway marker. Another beep starts to come in through the caravan. And the Beer Baron goes, "Oh my, what now?" And he starts to kind of tap on the screen a little bit, and he goes, "Oh no. That's not good.
Oh no, what?
Oh no.
The caravan's reactor is starting to overheat."
Where's the reactor?
"It's at the back of the caravan."
Okay, I'll start walking.
You're going to need to make an athletics check in order to get there before it
Oh my.
passes out or anything.
Okay. Dice, don't fail me now.
Julian Cutter
I
here.
do not have... Yeah. I don't have anything in athletics, so this is just going to be a flat roll.
Okay.
Unless somebody wants to throw me.
I'm asleep.
Would you allow me to throw you?
In this instance, yes, it means we all might not die.
You realize if you fail, you're not actually landing on the caravan, right?
I'll run it back.
I'm just
Are you
saying.
running me back, Neil?
Fail hard enough, and it's not going to end well for the bunny.
Yeah, no, I'll just pick him up and run with him. And dash.
Nils, you were all the way to the back, correct?
Yeah, I was all in that.
So, if I'm remembering correctly, Warren was in the middle, Nils was in the back. So it's actually going to be two athletics checks to try to make it there before the reactor overheats.
I don't know. I can't do anything. I'm just like standing here. It's like, guys, it's getting a bit blown back.
Now, Gio.
Yes.
Gio, question.
I could
Will we level up at the end of this session?
At the end of this chapter.
I can the chapter we level up.
Yes.
Can I, in a surge of like, almost like primal, like awakening, like something's going wrong, like wake up, look at the bunny, and just throw it towards the danger?
You're at the front of the train, right?
Yeah.
Well, with Warren being in the middle of the train, it would still require you an athletics check to get back there.
I can do that.
I'm not going to say it's anything like primal or like any sort of precursor to that, but if you just want to be like, these people are being way too loud, and you know,
That's fine. I'm down for that too. I'm just like, oh.
Kate, you were saying something.
Well, I was gonna say I could just run him back too, since I'm towards the front that way.
It's
And
it's completely up to you guys, however you want to do it.
Out of character, do you want me to throw the rabbit, or does someone want to pick it up and bring it to it?
I mean, I can pick Warren up and bring it to him, since I've got his little pillow. I'm used to carrying Warren.
This is your DM out of game. Do not throw the bunny. If you miss,
I am not throwing the bunny.
it's gonna end badly.
It's up to you guys. I just know we need to fix the reactor. How I get there is I can do it myself, or I can have someone carry me. I don't care.
I was told not to throw the rabbit. I'm going back to sleep.
I will carry you, or I will attempt to carry you. I hope this does not go badly.
All right, Chantrell, please roll a athletics check to get to Warren in time before the thing overheats. And then, if you succeed at that, you get to make another athletics check to get him down there in time.
Is it 13?
It's not necessarily difficult. It's just you need to not fail at it. So yeah, you make it there in time. You make it to get to Warren in time.
Okay. Does it help that my speed 35?
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Number 2. And that is a 19.
So you once you're kind of like walking back there, because it's still kind of unknown exactly how this caravan really works and stuff like that, and you're not Leonard. You don't know what kind of science goobly gock's going on, and you finally kind of get back to Leonard.
That is either.
You finally get back to Leonard, but now the rest of the train is starting to look a lot more familiar to you. So the second part of the trip is a lot quicker than the first. Warren, you get back to the reactor, and yeah, this sucker is overheating like crazy.
You get back, I'm just standing there like it looks like it's hot.
You're realizing very quickly that you're only really going to get one shot at fixing this before the thing overheats and just needs to be shut off.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and roll whatever you want to roll.
Yeah. That doesn't look like it's supposed to do that. No, thank you.
Can I take a moment to analyze my surroundings first, or do I have to instinctively just go straight for it?
You got to go straight for it. It's one of those, like, it's kind of a now or never situation.
Okay. Then I'm going to either make an intelligence saving throw or an arcana check, whichever one you prefer.
Arcana is perfectly fine.
Okay. Dice don't fail me now.
It's a magical reactor.
We've kind
Magic
of...
or scientific. I work with either.
Yeah, and we've kind of rearranged it so that Cedric's Arcana is more science.
Mm-hmm.
Verdict?
What's the...
Warren?
Give it a second.
No?
You...
Might not be that visible, but that's a nat 20.
That's the wrong chat, boy.
Yeah, you sent it to the D&D nerds.
Oh, hang on. But yeah, that... Those of us who can see it, that should be clarifying, that's a nat 20.
Cool.
The only one that can see it is me.
Yeah.
I'm uploading it.
So,
There.
yeah, there we go. So, you start kind of working your hands, you're jumping up to touch levers, and the machine looks like it's just about ready, And you remember the Baron working on this caravan before you had gotten your hands on it, and you're just like, son of a pff, and you literally elbow the machine, and you see a bunch of steam coming out of every open corner of the reactor possible. And thankfully, it all takes care of itself. And the Baron gets on the radio. The Baron gets on the radio and goes, "Oh, splendid! Well done, Leonard. Not Leonard. Warren.
That's
Sorry,
Warren.
my bad. I meant to say Warren.
It's okay.
Leonard sounds more scientifical.
Big
Fair
bang.
enough.
Yeah.
As the celebrating is kind of going, so and all three of you are kind of sitting in the back of this area. I need the three of you minus Leonard to make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't make it.
13.
23.
So, because you weren't really focusing on this, Nils, you're kind of the first to notice.
I'm just kind of like, they're doing that thing, and so I'm just staring at other directions. Yeah.
So, if you go back to the picture that I uploaded of the caravan during the fight, you notice how the majority of it is kind of open air.
Yeah.
So you're kind of looking around, kind of surveilling the wildlands that you're seeing. A lot of dirt and a lot of sand, and not a lot that's going on. And as you're kind of scanning everything that's going on, you notice that there seems to be a wave of sand coming up and down, and what appears to be getting closer to the caravan.
Is it supposed to be doing that?
There's what's doing what?
At this point, Warren and Chantrell both look in the direction, and you guys see the sand wave as well.
Generally,
Long answer?
no.
Yeah, short answer, no. Long answer, could be a weird anomaly of some sort. No.
I get on the radio and it's like, Mr. Baron, sir, there's something, the sand is moving. And I don't think in a natural way.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Bless you.
Thank you.
As he says that, you see something very unnatural start to rise out from the sand, and a giant open maw opens up its jowl as it starts to come in closer. And you guys, this isn't the exact depiction I wanted to go for, but it's close enough. Hacha!
Ah yes, Shai Hulud.
Actually, no. Shai Hulud is much scarier.
I'm aware.
It's an Alaskan bullworm.
Either way, ew.
Yeah, this sandworm is starting to get a lot closer.
Guys, I can't fight that.
I'm still very asleep.
Yes, you are.
Mr. Gormak, sir? Floor it?
It's already flawed.
Can I overclock this thing?
Do you have a specific ability that can do that?
No, but theoretically, adding extra power to a steam engine via heat should make it either explode or go faster.
Didn't you just make this thing cool itself off, though?
Yes, but there's always a threshold for failure, and once everything goes past 130%, things go boom. We can push it up to 115 if we try.
It's going to require an insane roll, but I'll let you do it.
I will do it if the party allows me. If you don't want to go boom, say so now.
Yeah, no, I'd rather not go boom.
I don't want to go home, but
I'm outvoted. I'm not doing it.
So, okay, what do? We can't outrun it, can't fight it. Well, I guess I didn't think this was the way I was gonna. Okay. Any bright ideas?
Other than shooting it? No.
I mean, that might.
Well, let's see what happens. And I just take out a bow and I fire it in no direction, just like, let's see what happens.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack for me.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Okay.
Like the one attack I didn't care about. It was okay. That's all right. Well then, I still get an extra D6. So that's 13 damage.
13?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did that look like it did anything?
You definitely made it angry. And you definitely got its attention.
Yes.
You did damage. I mean, it obviously reacted to the hit. I wouldn't say that it was grateful. It didn't deter it, but it definitely made it go, what the fuck?
Now, question.
Yes.
Wait, are we in combat right now?
We're about to be if somebody doesn't do something first.
I'm trying to figure out what to do. Is there?
Now,
Can
with
I
the
throw a
insane...
bone? Will I chase the bone? Maybe throw the rogue at it?
I'm not a bone.
Kate, what are you saying exactly?
I was being a brat.
Oh.
I need to throw the rogue, but I won't really do that.
Yeah, none of that.
Now, with the insane revving of the engine that is happening, would that wake me up?
Well, the thing is, it's not really going any faster than it was before. It's actually a lot smoother ride now.
Oh, shoot, then I'd be... Yeah, I'm cozy.
Yeah,
Alright, well, enjoy, guys. I'm gonna be sleeping.
Terrible thought.
We could use your assistance back here.
Terrible thought.
Leonard.
Cedric, what is your plan?
How easy is it to detach one of the beer barrels?
Leonard, wake up! The rabbit is just one of the beer.
Honestly, good idea.
To detach it?
Detaching kind of.
If you would think of how a modern day strap down for construction would work, where all you really need to do is use your hands to undo the latch.
And the latch is under pressure?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I'm not saying it would require much, but it would be like you could either use your intelligence to do it smartly, or just try to strength the strap off.
Okay. And are the contents of a keg under pressure?
They are a pressurized keg, yes.
We have a bomb.
No, we just have a lot of beer under pressure.
That's a bomb if you let the gas go real fast.
I don't follow.
Now, do you actually tell me that the rabbit's trying to throw beer off of the thing?
Yes.
Cool.
God.
to twist the words of Gimli, I wake up and go, "Not the beer!"
What? It's on.
I wake up and I just, what's going on?
There's a large worm on our tail. I shot it. It definitely is chasing us. And, well, the rabbit came up with an idea to blow up one of the beer.
No, this will blow up on the beer.
Why are we worried? Why are we worried about some kind of? And I lean out and look and I go, worm.
And at that point, you can literally hear it go as it goes back into the water, as it goes back into the sand.
Oh no! Now we've lost it.
You know.
Now, Gio.
Yes.
Theo is not a smart man. but out of character, what are the odds I can mount the Gatling gun on this transport?
Not terrible, actually.
You need a stable place to put it, but I think you could probably fit it on top of one of the beer barrels.
You could probably fit it on top of the semi if you really wanted to.
Okay.
I'm strong enough to hold it in place, just basic, but I mean, if I have time to mount it down...
I could theoretically weld it down with firebolt.
Because we're all taking turns to essentially prepare for another fight, I'm fine with preparing and setting up the Gatling gun on top of the thing is my turn.
Would it help if I gave you guys a set number of rounds?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so the Beer Baron kind of looks at his map and he goes, "If you guys can hold it off for a little while, we'll be out of the desert dunes. It should lose interest by that point."
Okay.
And he is talking
done.
and he is talking about 4 rounds.
4 rounds heard.
Okay?
Okay.
Alright. Let's roll initiative.
Alright.
I rolled for us last time. Who wants to roll?
I can roll if you want.
It's your gun. Go ahead and roll for it.
Fucking hell.
13.
Okay, you guys are going first. The worm rolled a 5.
Yay.
Alright, Leonard, muscle it out there. I'll use what I can to dash and see if I can get back to you so I can weld it in place.
Can I pick you up, dash, run, and then bonus action dash?
Yeah, if you want to.
I want to use my action to dash and then bonus action to dash again.
Okay, where are you trying to get to?
To the front of the car to where Leonard is. So I'm gonna scoop Warren and dash, and then bonus action dash again.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
you get there.
Actually tripling my speed.
Yeah, no, you fly up to the front.
Yep.
So I'm in the front of the car still. I unbuckle, push my way past Keggy, stumble to the back, open up the door, and just kind of muscle the gun through the door that leads into the back part.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to make like a check or anything so I get it up onto the top without flying off?
You're gonna need to make a strength check just to make it up to the top. Like, if you don't make a strength check, you're just kind of like still wrestling with the gun.
Athletics check?
Yes, this will be actual athletics.
Can you burn a rage?
18.
18?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you work your way up to the top with the Gatling gun.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm now on top of the semi with the gun.
Yep, and that's going to be your turn.
Okay.
Unless there was a bonus action you needed to do, Leonard.
I mean, just start setting up the little stand.
You can start, but like in the span of 6 seconds, you kind of get the gun, get to the back, crawl up to the top, and now you're just getting ready to set it up.
In 6 seconds, I'd be having one hand on top of the top, slam the gun to the top, and pick myself up.
Yeah, you're basically standing up there with the Gatling gun.
Yeah.
Chantrell.
Well, because I am useless when it comes to setting anything up. that wouldn't work, though, would it?
Would it?
I wouldn't be able to cast Entangle.
How far does the spell reach?
90 feet?
You'd be able to get it.
Okay.
Keep in mind that it is a huge beast.
Yeah. Well, my problem, what I'm worried about, is more that it. Stop looking the word. Okay.
Oh.
I mean, okay, I'll try it, because the best case scenario will slow it down. Worst case scenario, nothing's gonna happen. So, okay.
Basically, what happens?
Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting at the point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground into an area of terrain. A creature in the area, when you cast a spell, must succeed on a strength saving throw, or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. A creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, it frees itself. When the spell ends, the conjured plant will away.
Okay, so you're going to cast Entangle, and as you do, vines start to come up and almost try to grip into the worm's mouth. What is my saving, or what is the difficulty?
Strength, and it's against my spell AC, which is 13.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm like.
Oh, it is. I mean, if you roll that one.
You said it's a 13?
Yeah.
Damn, it was close.
What?
So he has a +5, and he rolled an 11.
Oh.
So it was actually pretty close.
Mm-hmm. It was a good attempt.
Yeah.
So your vines kind of grip in, and you see him actually begin to struggle against the vines. And as he kind of starts to go for it and kind of move and stuff like that, he lashes its head in one direction, completely destroying the entanglement spell, and still moving closer towards the caravan. Nils.
No, I used my turn to get Warren up.
Right, Warren.
I am going to have a held action on a firebolt to see if this thing surfaces. So if it surfaces, I'm going to fire a firebolt at it. Other than that, I'm not taking my turn.
It's visible. You can definitely hit it from where you're located.
Okay.
It's not hidden underground.
I thought you were going to help Leo get the...
Leo doesn't have the bipod set up yet. That's what we need to weld down. I can't. Welding the gun to the top of the semi is a bad idea.
Okay.
Yes.
So I want to wait till the bipod's up. Okay, so you've already cast Entangle. Yeah, I guess I'll just try to firebolt this thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Is a 16 gonna hit?
Yes.
Okay, that's 1d10
Can
damage.
somebody remind me how damage resistance works?
Halves, whatever I deal.
And can somebody remind me how vulnerability works?
Vulnerability doubles.
Okay, so I actually need to redo something really quick. Eddie, you said you did 13 damage to me, right?
Yes, you did 13. 13 piercing.
And 13 piercing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it actually does a lot more damage than I thought it does, because he is vulnerable to piercing. So the arrow actually sinks in.
Oh. I already said I'm doing firebolt, otherwise I would have fired a crossbow, which would have been more piercing damage.
If you want to retake that, because I was reading it as I was going, if you want to redo that, I'll let you.
Nope.
Okay.
I stated my action. I'm gonna live with it.
All right. So how much to hit?
I had a 16 to hit.
Right. And what was the damage?
Max for a firebolt, so 10. I'm assuming it has fire resistance, so that'll be 5.
So 5 damage. Yeah,
Cool.
he got the crap beat out of him.
It was a good firebolt. Shame it's a little bit more resilient than I thought.
Yep, the firebolt almost kind of rotates around its shell as it goes over.
Oh boy.
Okay, so everybody's gone. Now it's the sandworm's turn. And he's going to come up, and he's going to attack... Chantrell, are you on the caboose?
Yeah, because I didn't move.
Okay, so the caravan, the hesitating space, the connection piece in front of the caboose. That is what the giant sandworm is attacking.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. What is? He is going to bite it because he is thirsty. 15 to hit the caravan. The caravan has a defense of 18. So its teeth come in and try to sink itself into the trailer in front of it. And you see saliva and all sorts of nastiness come out of its mouth. But it just can't sink its teeth hard enough into the caravan itself, and it slides off.
Well, that's not okay. Not okay, not okay.
Alright, it's y'all's turn.
Okay.
Boy, side combat really does go quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get off of the last caravan and kind of move back a little bit since I realize this thing is getting close?
Back as in which direction?
Back in, as in like towards the front of the caravan.
Yeah,
Like,
sure. You can start moving that way. As you try to not step in slime.
So I want to try to move back maybe. How big are the cars?
They're about 10, maybe 15 feet.
Okay. So I could step back 2 with my speed and still be in range to use Thorn Whip.
Okay. How far does Thorn Rip reach?
30 feet.
Oh yeah, you've got enough range to hit him. Are you activating your entity?
Because we were on guard duty, I couldn't meditate to have a long rest for 4 hours.
So you don't have the ability to use another wild shape?
No.
Okay. Not a problem.
So I'm just rolling your Thorn Whip.
I thought you got 2 wild shapes to level 2.
I thought that was.
You should have 2 wild shapes, and it should cost 1 to manifest 1.
Yeah, to use symbiotic entity.
Let's double check Player's Handbook.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure Jaden's right.
Let's see.
Druid, cantrips, wild shape.
How many wild shapes do
Yep,
you get?
use this feature twice.
Okay.
Yeah. You can.
And also, With your symbiotic energy, you know you're getting 10 HP, right?
Yes, yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so I can
Yeah.
do that.
Leave on before him and then attack.
Yep. Okay. Nope. That does not.
What is it?
It's this many.
7.
It glances right off the worm shell.
Yeah.
Good try. But yeah, make sure you roll for your temp HP because that'll help you survive if it tries to bite you.
It's not rolling. She gets four per level that she has, so she'll get 8 temp HP.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
All right, moving down. Leonard.
Okay, cool. This is gonna be, I guess, my action to set up the gun.
Okay. Do you not want to do any bonus actions?
You said I have to spend a turn setting it up, right?
You do have to spend a turn setting it up, but you can still use a bonus action if you want.
I don't have anything to do with a bonus action.
Okay, not a problem.
Yeah, you're already raging. You
I'm
don't
not
have a
raging.
rage. No, because you already spent it.
Yeah, I don't need to. Well, I have one more. I don't need to spend it.
Lauren, Nils,
Yeah.
it's up to you guys.
Nils, do you want to act?
Yeah, I'll fire another short bow. Fire another arrow at this thing.
All right, roll the die.
That is 22.
It definitely hits.
Cool. That's only 4 damage.
8 because it's vulnerable.
Cool. Here we go.
Okay, so this might take a second, but okay. How do I want to do this? Okay. Gio, how much leniency can you give me? I'm going to explain what I want to do, and then you tell me if it's okay or not.
Tell me what you want to do, and I'll let you know.
Okay. I have a magical tattoo called the Coiling Grasp Tattoo, which should, theoretically, grapple something and hold it in place. I'd like to do this to the bipod on the machine gun, so I don't have to weld anything and damage the caravan, but I still have a way to keep it stable.
That makes perfect sense to me.
I would like to do that.
Okay, go right ahead.
Okay, so that is my daily use of Coiling Grasp. I'm going to elect to not do the force damage to the bipod. And you should now have a stable firing platform, Javen.
Cool.
That is going to be my turn.
Okay, for that we go back to the sandworm. He's going to attack the same exact thing that he was attacking before. The sandworm apparently is not that hungry. He attacks the same place, and once again his teeth slide right off.
I thought I were going too fast for it.
You guys have burned
Okay.
through. You guys have burned through 2 turns. You have 2 more turns to go before you exit its area.
I elect to go first.
Go ahead.
I
Shoot
have
the
not
thing!
done shit for 2 turns. I want to shoot the thing.
Because you have gone through so much to set it up, and Warren has provided a very stable platform, I'm going to say that you roll for advantage, at least on the first turn.
Awesome. Okie dokie. Here we go.
Because I am a DM that rewards good roleplay.
Am I proficient in this, or do I just add my strength?
Just add your strength.
Cool. 22.
Oh yeah, you blast into this thing.
Cool, and that's 4d4s of damage, you said?
It's 4d4.
And because they're bullets, Gio, would these be piercing damage?
Of course they would be.
Crazy.
Holy shit! I rolled all 4s.
I'm so proud of you.
So you did
That is
24.
20 damage. 20 damage times 2 is 40.
Jesus Christ. Wait,
I'm
it's
over
40. It's 44. 4, 8, 12, 16.
Yeah, plus my strength. You said it's plus strength, which is 4. You said it was 4d4 damage plus my strength. That's what you said.
Okay, the damage does not get the strength modifier, but because you're doing 40 damage, I'm gonna allow it for this time.
Okay.
Because technically, it's just
I will
firing the
erase
bullets.
I will erase the strength then.
Yeah, it gets the strength. It gets the strength modifier on the DC to hit, not the damage roll.
Ooh, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I apologize. I didn't make that clear.
No, it's all good.
But because you did so much goddamn damage, I'm letting you get the 40.
Cool. Yeah, I just.
So you riddle this thing with an ungodly amount of bullets, and it screams in agony as it was just trying to eat, and now it is a beast that like is so badly wounded. It now needs to make a wisdom saving throw because fuck this. What is? Okay, I don't know what happened to the dice roller from last session to this session, because now my guys are rolling shit. It rolled a 5 on its wisdom save. Apparently it wants to live. Or apparently it wants to die.
Oh boy.
Oh, alright.
Okay.
Yeah,
How
it
do
rolled a
revive it?
5, so apparently it wants to die here.
It's just
Stop
that.
complaining.
Okay, who's next?
That'd be you, Nils. Oh wait, you already fired. Everybody had.
No.
Yeah, this
Leo fired. Leo fired. That's all that's happened this turn.
Right,
Yep.
it's the next turn. Okay, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
That is 16.
It hits.
Alright. You rolled a 1 last time, so you're not roll. Alright, that is 7 times 2 is 14.
14 damage. Ow, 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 ow.
You know what? This time I'm also gonna bonus action. I just like jump down between one of the cars and just like
Okay, go ahead and roll.
that's cocked. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, it's more concerned about the thing that just riddled it with holes.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, if it gets back down to my turn again.
Chantrell.
Alright. Let's cast this motherfucker again. $13 doesn't hit, does it?
You're just one shy.
The whips are not doing good for you tonight.
No, it's the dice. Easy dice.
Warren.
I have a bad feeling about this, so I'm gonna throw up a sanctuary spell on Leo.
Don't do it on me because I'm about to attack it. It'll be a waste of a thing. Do it on
She's up in the mix. Do it on Chantrell.
yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So, Chantal, you watch as Warren reaches into the bag and tosses you a silver bracer that you've seen many times before. You know it's the force field that stops things from hitting you. Doesn't always work.
Better than nothing, though.
Yep.
Okay, is that everybody's turn?
That is everyone's turn.
Yes.
Alright, it is now going to go back to the sandworm, who apparently is so hungry that it's willing to die over this. However, it is now going to attack the head of the caravan with the thing that just destroyed half of its health.
This is why I was going to try and get it on you, Leo.
It's fine.
was just thinking turn order, it would get an attack. But
Now, question.
Yeah.
How's it gonna get that far up if we're going?
The thing has a Earth Glide ability. It doubles its speed when it's moving through sand.
so it's got like 100 feet of movement, essentially.
I blamed the Baron for driving us through sand.
Let's see. I'm guessing a 12 does not hit you.
Haha. Ha ha. No.
Yeah. Well,
For flavor, can I just like duck out of the way just in time and it just gently misses me? My AC is 13. Just so you know.
fuck. I would have so loved this thing for her to hit you.
So like I just oh no!
Ward and we probably look at you just like we think that it got you, but then it's like it passes.
Oh, I'm
by.
right next to him.
Nope, he's fine. Okay.
Remember, I'm right next to him.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not-
I stand back up, look at Nils and go, once again, I suppose I'm carrying the team. And now, because it's our turn, I want to shoot the worm again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I do advantage this time or no?
No, you only got the advantage once.
Now, if I told you I just got another nat 20, what would you do? What would you do?
Lie down.
Do you want a picture?
No, I believe you. Roll 8d4, please.
Shit.
Wait, are we playing with improved critical as well?
We are.
We are, and
Yeah.
we haven't been doing it.
Oh yeah. I didn't- Okay.
Alright,
All my nat 20s have not been on attacks, so.
do I have 8 d4s is the question. 3. I do, I have 8 d4s, alright.
Well,
Wonderful.
Javen, Javen, since you're the one that brought it up, I'll let you decide. I'll either give you max damage on 44 and let you roll as normal, or you can roll the entire 8d4.
I'm gonna roll the. No, I'll take the 16 and then whatever I add to this would be d4.
Okay, that's fine.
Can we just
I
hear
think
you,
fair.
like shaking the AD4 just for like aesthetic purposes, just like
Yeah. I got you. Hang on.
oh.
Jesus Christ.
The 16 plus. That's a 20. That's 21. That's 23, and that's 24. So 24 times 2 being what, 48?
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is well beyond dead.
Cool. I very much make sure to look back at Nils and go, this is why I carry the team, and then just.
As your back is turned to me, I'm like doing that, flipping you off, like, ugh.
As I murder this gargantuan worm.
Yeah. Just like, fuck you.
Wow. Yeah, no, it's officially dead. It had 27
not
HP.
moving
It
that
had
body.
20. It
Gio?
had 27 HP left.
Gio,
Yes, sir.
now can we level up after that fight?
You know what? Let me do some math really quick.
Okay.
Let's.
Seeing how I did like 88 damage
Yeah.
to that worm.
It's a fucking machine gun.
So the beast had 1,800 experience total, which means divided amongst the four of you, it'd be 450. And Holsig only gave you guys 50 XP each. So
500 plus what we got last session, which was like 80 something.
Still not enough. Whatever.
I will tell you this though, because the thing is, I wasn't fully expecting you guys to kill the sandworm.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this: after this chapter is over and we go into where you guys will finally be entering the city of Nestora.
Mhm.
Before you guys finish that chapter, you guys will be level 4.
Okay.
Um,
That I am fine with.
Yeah.
That is okay.
you guys will essentially gain a level at the end of not the end of this chapter. Well, you will be essentially beginning 2 levels at the end of the next 2 chapters.
Gotcha.
So you guys will be chapter 4 by the time you get to chapter 5. Well,
Or
chapter...
We'll be level 4 by the time we get to chapter 5. Hurry.
Yes, okay. So the sandworm is very dead. And definitely was not expecting the Gatling gun.
No one expects the Gatling gun.
And the Beer Baron is overly ecstatic. The Beer Baron is unbelievably happy. Like, this is... You guys have done an incredible job.
That's a good dad.
I popped my head down like in the... So I was like, any chance we could stop and get a trophy?
I'm afraid not, sir.
Shame.
And
Do I hear this going on?
about getting a trophy?
We're getting a trophy?
Yes, you do, because it's over radios.
Cool. I unplant the Gatling gun, and as I'm going back down in, I go into my comms and go, once again, Neil's trying to take my thunder. As happens, I recline my chair a little bit, light my 9th cigar, and just kind of kick back.
So, before too long, it only takes about a few more hours for you guys to finally get to Brewcore. The caravan has received little to no damage. The rest of Gerlach's beer is perfectly safe. And overall, the Baron did not have to pay an unbelievable amount of gold to essentially what was a thief.
Oh yes, and the asshole of the dwarf.
Yep. And everything was much better thanks to y'all's presence. So he kind of undoes the door and he goes, my friends, you are truly something amazing to behold. I truly cannot thank you enough. In fact, I don't believe that 5 gold is worthy of what you all deserve. And
I just nod.
And he pays each and every one of you an additional 5 gold on top of the 5 that he was giving you.
So 10 gold.
Yep.
Cool.
Warren hasn't moved from on top of the caravan and is literally just clutching his ears like a security blanket, and his eyes are wide, and he just hasn't stopped because he realized he was almost fucking worm food, and he's not okay.
Oh goodness.
I
You need some tea.
I look at the bear and I go, is there a bounty on that worm?
Not that I mean, perhaps in Nestora, but I have to admit I'm not sure if there's one anywhere, if there was a bounty.
No, I did just save your entire truck. You want to give me a little extra?
I just did.
Yeah.
I gave you 10 gold. I originally was only going to give you 5. I gave you 10.
I go into the back, take the minigun out, put it over my shoulder, and just start walking.
Okay. We're at a brewery, right?
The you're at Brew Core, which is essentially the Beer Baron's brewery and mansion.
Okay, yeah, so I go inside to start getting drinks.
And that is where we are going to end the session for tonight.
Cool.
Yep, it is 11 o'clock.
And I kid you not, that was halfway through.
No, that's fucking
The
intense.
next half of the chapter is about what you guys do at Brew Core.
I am waiting for when my luck runs out in combat. Because in melee classes, it always does. And it's always almost fatal when it happens.
You did pretty damn well. Like,
88 damage at level 2.
yeah.
I mean, Gatling guns.